Hi there. This is Rosie. She is our 2 kilogram coffee roaster, which means she roasts about 4 pounds of coffee at a time. And today I'm going to show you guys just how we do that here at home. Give me just a few minutes to get her set up. Okay, so we got Rosie here all set up. She is an electric coffee roaster, so she uses 220, which is actually the same plug that your dryer uses. So we have an extension cable going from here over into the laundry room where your dryer plugs in at. We have her exhaust right here. This actually goes out the window so that you don't get smoke in your house. Let's fire her up and get started. Let's see, so you can come down here, you press the power button. You're gonna hear things start kicking on. So you got your light here so you can see where your beans are roasting. So we're gonna come over here and get her started. So we're gonna turn her on. All right, heat is all the way turned up, so when we fire the burner, it should start. So we're gonna go start. You're gonna hear things start to spin up. Give it a second. There you go. There we are. So Rosie is running. We're going to turn on the igniter to get that heat going. We're going to close this so it gets hot. And we should be ready to roll. So what we're waiting on right now is we are waiting on Rosie to get up to 400 degrees so that we can do the charge. Alright, while we wait on Rosie to get up to 400 degrees, we are going to measure out our coffee beans. Right here we have some coffee from Peru that we're going to be roasting today. We need 1,814 grams, which is about 4 pounds of coffee. So turn her on. And tear the scale to 0. It's at 0. At 833. At 1,490. All right, there we're about 817, so we're going to pull out and get to exactly 1814, which we are at now. All right, put that there. So, here we are. This is what coffee looks like before it's roasted. It's all green. All right, so Rosie is currently at 194 degrees environmental temperature and rising, as you can see there. So it's time for us to put the beans into the hopper. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. We're gonna find out. All right, so as you can see there, that's where the beans are going to be at. This is how we charge it. Once it reaches 400 degrees, and it'll go in here and start to circulate around into that rotating drum there, and so we'll be able to see them through that little window. Okay, we are at 395 degrees. At 400, we will drop. $397, $398. Gonna start our timer. And 401. Gonna charge. Pick that up. All right, as you can see, gonna do this to the best of my ability with you guys. That's the coffee there, rotating around as it's green. And it's going to record it for me as we keep doing it. I'll be able to read my environmental temperatures, my bean temperature, my rate of rise, which is obviously dropping right now because it's equalizing the bean temperature with the drum, and that's called the turning point. So we're waiting on turning point. It typically happens about a minute and a half into the roast. All right, as you can see, we did just hit turning point, so you'll see the rate of rise start going into the positives, and that's because the bean temperature is now increasing with the drum as it roasts. Okay, as you guys can see, the beans are in the yellowing phase, so we're actually going to take a look here. I'm going to actually set you here so I can show you a sample of this. All right. Smells like hay and nuts, so I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm sure you can. So I'm going to put that back in so it can continue to roast. Put that back down in there. And we'll check it again right before we drop it. Okay, so the next phase that we're waiting on is called first crack. That's where your beans start to expand and they make popcorn sounds. So I'm going to try to get you guys close to see if you can hear it when it starts. Okay, so we have hit first crack. You can probably hear it. That popcorn sound that you hear. So as it's going, those beans are expanding and they're making a pop sound as they continue to expand. Which means we are very close to drop. Gonna keep watching the time here. You guys are actually gonna see it when I drop it, so I'm gonna do this. Lift you guys up so you can see it better. Turn this up a little bit more to like this. There you go. We're 10 seconds away, so we're gonna start the cooling and the mixing. 2, 1, drop. There we go. We're gonna take the heat off. We're gonna open up that vent all the way. All right, heat is off. Fan is at max. And there we go. Let's see if I can adjust this so you guys can see a little bit better. There you are. That is fresh roasted Peru coffee. So what we're gonna do is, right now it's pulling air down through and out that exhaust that you see there. And it's cooling the coffee, because it's still pretty hot. It's hot when you touch it, but what you wanna do is you wanna cool it as quickly as possible so that it stops roasting. All right, so the coffee is just about done cooling. We store it in those blue buckets here, and we'll let the coffee degas for a couple of days, and it should be ready to drink within the next 48 to 72 hours. It has to degas first to let off a whole bunch of the burnt taste that you're gonna have, or the roasting taste, and let those flavors really develop. Here we go. A few more left. There it goes. And we're good. All right. And just like that, here, let me move you over here so you can see this a little bit better. There you are. That's fresh roasted Peru coffee. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me roast on Rosie today. It's always fun roasting coffee here at home. If you like, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more roasting videos. I plan on doing some more. We end up giving this coffee to family and friends. And we're working on expanding into farmers markets, so we're working on labels, as you can see here. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.